The LA Police Commission meeting wrapped up late today with no word on an interim police chief. They're seeking someone to replace retiring LAPD Chief Michel Moore, who is leaving at the end of February, so he has one more month on the job. For more on this, I'm joined by civil rights attorney Connie Rice. She is a former member of President Obama's task force on 21st century policing. Ms. Rice, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thanks for being with me.
No, great to be with you. Thank you.
All right, let's just sort of run down what you've done in your lifetime. You have sued and worked with 9 permanent and interim LAPD chiefs, 6 mayors, and more than 40 police commissioners. With all of that in mind, what does LA need in a police chief right now?
Marla, you know, every search is different. Every search is unique to the circumstances. You know, what's fallen apart, what's still good about the department. You do an assessment. If you have an interim, the mayor has to decide what she wants the interim to do. And I would recommend doing a lifting the lid to see what's still working. Is supervision still strong? If supervision has gone downhill, can they hit the reset button, and then help to shape the permanent search? So you've got an interim selection and you've got a permanent selection. So we've got 2 searches going on right now, and they each require different things.
Well, let's talk specifically. What does an interim chief look like?
You know, an interim can do different things. You can have somebody who just keeps the seat warm and does nothing. At the other end, you can have someone come in who's capable of getting the officers to tell you what's going wrong, what's fallen down. For example, supervision is, we have reports that supervision has fallen off the cliff in LAPD. That deployment is a mess. It's getting those kinds of facts and assessments to say, look, we've got to hit the reset button because some things have fallen down. And we know what those things are, but we have to have somebody come in who knows LAPD and to do that assessment. So the interim should do, I would recommend the interim do an assessment. Now, the internal guys don't want an assessment because they don't want the lid lifted up and their records besmirched. But it's important for the mayor and the council to understand the state of LAPD. So first, a state of LAPD assessment for the interim. Then the process for setting up the permanent Mar-a-Lago, the search for the permanent chief, is one where you have to get the right search firm. And you've got to get the mayor's vision for what she wants in the chief she's going to select. You have to get input from the council for the visions from their neighborhoods, the neighborhoods they represent. You got to get the community's voice in there. You need to orchestrate a sort of roundtable selection process. But then it's the commission that lobs up 3 choices to the mayor, and the mayor chooses the chief.
Now, as far as I understand, you mentioned getting an organization to help with this search. This is a nationwide search. Is there benefit, though, in bringing somebody from the ranks who knows the area already and who has been there for 30 years, say?
There are circumstances where an internal choice is really the right choice. There are other circumstances, for example, when Bratton came in, that was the right choice then. I mean, I've never seen a commission pick the right chief. You know, I hate to say it, but the commission's records are not good over the 40 years I've watched them. The right chief has been chosen, but sometimes it's taken some intervention at the end that undoes the commission's choice. So maybe this commission will do a better job. But the commission has to start with the mayor's vision and the council's vision. And then what's most important is, what does the department need to be able to deliver public safety? Right now, I would suggest that we've got serious problems with supervision. The organization needs to be reorganized. It's not organized to deliver on public safety. It's organized for officer convenience right now. And you need to reorganize it so that you can actually do some of these more modern 21st century policing missions. There are a lot of things that need to be done as we come out of this regime and into the new one.
You know what? I'm going to ask you to do something impossible because we don't have really any time left, but I want to get your thoughts on what's been thrown out there with people saying that what the department needs right now is a female police chief. Your thoughts on that, and as succinctly as you can make that.
You never start with a demographic criterion as your lead. You want to go after the chief of the right problems, solve the right problems in the right way. There are great women. There are great other kinds of candidates. Go after the best pool and pick the best candidate.
I love it. Okay. I always love having you, Connie Rice. I'm really glad you were able to join me tonight. Thank you so much.
Great to be with you, Marla. Bye-bye.